make mashed potatoes and some grilled chicken that I had yesterday. I'm gonna make some green beans on the side. But I'm finna get ready to make my husband's lunch. But I don't need to get YouTube and Facebook on the line. I ask that you tap the screen and share it out. I ask that you tap the screen and share it out. I ask that you support the live. And if you don't do everything but the right thing, you will be blessed and blocked. If you come on here acting any way but right. I already don't block somebody and you can be blocked too. I don't mind disagreeing with somebody, but what I do mind, I mind when you want to say what you want to say, but you don't want nobody else to say nothing. I do mind that. I don't mind you disagreeing with me. I mind when you don't allow me. Hey Monique, you want to allow me to say anything to you back. I don't like that. So with that being said, we're gonna get ready to pray and we're gonna get ready to start. Today's topic, I said it this afternoon. I remember dependent love. Some people don't even know what that is. Some people depend on other people to make them happy. They depend on other people for everything, and they act like they can't function on their own. We're going to talk about that. So we're going to get ready to get started. I'm in this kitchen. I started in the kitchen today, Monique. Yes, I did, girl. Go on and knock this out the way while we're going live. Let's get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins. Lord Jesus, I come to you humbly. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways, over my home, over my husband, over my son. I cancel any following spirits, monitoring spirits, jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, I'm asking that you whisper to your people and let them know that you can use anybody to get a word through. You don't have a respectable person. Close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Any confusion sent my way, Lord, I ask you to deter them, unless it's a word that you must get from me to them. Have thy way. In your son Jesus' name, amen. Let's get ready to do our live. Listen, Monique already blocked somebody. Girl, I already blocked somebody already. They got on here with the foolishness, Monique. They got on here with the foolishness. So your girl blocked them. Hold on. Let me put this. Let that warm up. But listen. Let me tell y'all something. Dependent love. Welcome in. I got people on my YouTube, but ain't nobody thumbing up. What's up? I got people on my YouTube, but ain't nobody thumbing up. Why is that? I got people on YouTube, but ain't y'all doing the thumbs up. Let me tell you something. When you put all your apples in one basket and you allow somebody to determine or to dictate if you're going to smile today, if you're going to breathe today, if you're going to function today, if you're going to get up and move today. When you feel like when you get separation anxiety from your mate, it's a problem. When you can't function on your own. I don't think some of y'all have been taught that it's okay to have a life outside of your spouse. I ain't talking about that cheating stuff. I'm talking about having friendships. I'm talking about doing certain things without your spouse. Some of y'all walk around and you can't even function unless somebody say, oh, those shoes look nice. Oh, I like that hairdo on you. Some of y'all can't function because y'all got to have some kind of acknowledgement. And if some people don't acknowledge you, they feel like it ain't worth it. And some people, they are people pleasers because they feel like I got to go over here because I know if they go to like me, this the in crowd, this who I need to hang with, this who I need to be around. If I talk to them, they gonna get me what I need to be and have no faith in themselves. Some people can't function unless somebody else telling them, oh, you did good, clapping for them. Them same type of people, some of them are the type of people that you can't even tell that they did anything wrong because in their mind, they ain't do nothing wrong. And they sit around and they trying to figure out what's the problem. When you dealing with somebody that always feel like it's everybody else's fault and not their fault, it's a problem. When they can't do nothing without you saying good. Sometimes you don't have to have somebody to acknowledge everything you do. Sometimes the acknowledgement you need is God. All the acknowledgement you need is you. See, when you put so much faith and you depend on some people that fail you all the time. Even the Bible say, put your trust in no man, because man will fail you. See, people don't get the understanding when somebody tell them, quit depending on everybody to do stuff for you. See, one thing about me, I don't need nobody to talk for me. I don't need nobody to talk for me. I can talk for myself because sometimes even if you tell somebody to deliver a message for you, that message don't always get to deliver the way it should be delivered because the person you told, they gonna miss a few. Have you ever heard somebody tell a story and all they do, by the time the story get back to you, they don't switch the whole story around? And you got to understand, not everybody have your best interest at heart. Not everybody got your best interest at heart. Not everybody have your best interest at heart. Sometimes you've been told somebody something, and that's why they tell you, quit telling all your business before it even happened. Because you mess around and tell somebody that got malice in their heart. You mess around and be around somebody got hatred in their heart, dislike in their heart, jealousy in their heart. I can guarantee you, your dream, your admirations ain't gonna be what they supposed to be because by the time you get ready to pursue it, it don't come out the way you wanted it to come out because somebody don't knock you. You mess around, depend on somebody to go tell somebody, okay, you know what? If you let me get this building, I'm gonna open up a salon, and you don't even know if they jealous and mad trying to open up a salon. Some people be jealous of your dreams. Some people don't want to see you do good. They want to see you do good. They just don't want to see you doing better than them. Some people don't want to see you doing good. Oh, they want to see you doing good. They just don't want to see you doing better than them. If you ever had them butt friends, you always got to be in a crowd. Or you always got to be where it sounds like it's good. It seems like it's better over here. Y'all be depending so much on a man or a woman till you can't even function. Them days are over with when you get in a bad situation or a bad relationship and you tell yourself, I can't even go to work today because he broke my heart. I can't even get up and make no money because he lied to me. Think about it. Think about the times. Hey, Miss Thing 329. Good afternoon. Think about the times when it done been hard, a life already kicking your butt. And then you get into a situation where you get in a disagreement with your boyfriend. Because we're not going to talk about when we were older. We're talking about back in the days. You remember when you was back in the days, you got into it with your boyfriend or your baby daddy or whatever. And it be so bad. You be so embarrassed. You don't be want to go to work. Or y'all got into it. He don't come home. I need a few of y'all to get that little emoji heart down at the bottom. Help me finish this goal. Y'all, we got 3 minutes. If you have not grabbed that emoji heart, it's a penny. Please do so. Y'all ever been in a situation where you and your boyfriend don't got into it and maybe he ain't come home the next day? Or maybe he done cussed you out. I'm talking about back in the days. Because right now, we're not putting up with that kind of behavior. But I'm just saying, you ever been in a situation where you like, I don't even want to go to work the next day. Like, I can't go to work. We've been fighting. We've been arguing. I don't want to go to work. Let me tell you something. You can never allow somebody to dictate how you going to feel. Thank you. You can't let nobody dictate how you going to feel. You can't allow nobody to dictate how you going to move. Because You'll be laying at home or sitting at home or waiting around for somebody to have your back, and all along they try to take your place. I'm serious. You got to stop putting so much trust in people, putting so much trust that you depend on everybody else to do everything else for you. No, do it yourself. Some of y'all depend on somebody like a lot of single women. Let's talk about it. A lot of single women, not every single woman, they'll say, I wish I had me a good man. And they feel like if they got them a good man, you know what? We'll have two incomes. We'll be able to pay these bills. Don't wait on your life to be in the hands of a man that'll allow you, that give them. Don't let your life be in the hands of somebody that might throw it back in your face later. Come here. Do you see, y'all get what I'm saying? Some of y'all walk around and y'all say, I wish I had a good man. Welcome in. I'm not making tacos. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Make sure y'all thumbing up on the live. You be walking around here. Welcome in, Facebook. You be walking around here, and a lot of women be saying, if I had a man, like, it'll help me with these bills. He can help pay some bills. But don't ever put yourself in a position where somebody to help you and they throw it in your face later. That's the worst feeling in the world. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in positions like that. Somebody that's supposed to love you and somebody supposed to help you, they'll turn around and throw it right in your face. And that's what I tell y'all. A lot of men ain't even going to put themselves in a situation. No grown man ain't going to put themselves in no situation. Ain't gonna put themselves in no situation where they can allow you to throw up in their face that you help them. You got them on their feet. And a lot of women depend on some things and not knowing they giving them too much power over them. Some women want to sit home and let somebody take care of them and pay 100% of the bills, and they feel like, oh, that's a flex. I'm not saying that it ain't a flex. You can flex because you ain't got to work. You ain't got to do nothing. But come on, let's think about it. I know some men that do pay all the bills and they run everything around that person. You can't think without them thinking for you. You can't move unless they say, let's move. Some people like to get in certain situations. Thank you. They like to get in certain situations and have a hold on you, have something over your head. I'm telling y'all, do not give nobody that type of power over you. When you were younger, you went through that phase in your life where it felt good with somebody doing something for you. But now one of y'all can't make me believe that when they did it for you and the moment they got mad, they ain't throw it up in your face. And when you go through something, you learn to say, you know what? I don't want to be in that position right there no more. I don't want to give nobody that type of power over me to throw it up in my face of what they done for me. And I tell y'all that a lot of men ain't doing that. Grown men ain't sitting around letting nobody take care of them, because soon as some of these women get mad, the first thing they're going to do is throw it up in their face. Soon as some of these grown men, these women get mad, they're going to throw it in their face. That's why I say what I say when I say when you want to know what a grown man is, because grown men not putting themselves in those type of positions because they don't want a woman to be able to throw up in their face what they done done. But what I'm telling you, you can't always depend on somebody to make you happy. You can't always depend on somebody to have your back. You can't always depend on somebody to have your best interest at heart. Some of these people around here, some of these people around here sit down and they be looking at your life and they be saying they want it. People be jealous of you and you be saying, what I got? People be jealous and all that you ain't got much as them. They have more than you and people will be jealous of you. You got to stop. See, this is what I tell y'all. You got to put self first. You got to, when you go through something in this life, You live and you learn and you take bits and pieces from that and tell yourself, I would never be in that position no more. It ain't nothing wrong with longing for somebody to love, but I'm gonna tell you as an adult, never love a man more than he loves you, and as a man, never love a woman more than she loves you, because that don't go hand in hand. And when we were younger, because we've all done it, you know what? Let me not say that, because I know y'all perfect. Y'all ain't never done that before. Y'all ain't never overly loved somebody more than they loved you, and in the end, it ain't always benefit you. It ain't pan out to be nothing, and it ain't a good feeling. When you love somebody more than they love you, I can guarantee you that you giving, and they taking. This is why I say, don't be so dependent on somebody to be the reason why you got peace. Be the reason why you functioning. Be the reason why you got the money or be in a position that you in. I don't like giving nobody that type of power but God. I don't like giving nobody that type of power but God. I don't want nobody to ever feel like they gave me nothing. I don't want nobody to ever feel like they done nothing for me. Because let me tell you something. Anytime somebody okay, wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on in my YouTube. I don't know. You don't even know me, and you on my live saying, y'all, they being real rude over here. I don't understand. Let me get all these people out of here that shouldn't be in here. Cause wait a minute, hold on. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I had to block some people over here, y'all. I had to block some people over here. But let me tell you something. When you go through something in life and it teaches you something, if you sit down and look at that lesson that you've learned, you will learn that ain't nobody gonna have your back like you got your back. Ain't nobody gonna have your back like you got your back. Ain't nobody gonna have your first interest at heart like you gonna have your first interest at heart. And you know what? A lot of people say, I've tried that and they've let me down. You know why people let you down? Because some of us, we want people to be like us. We expect us from other people. I'm guilty of that. I used to expect me from other people. But the moment I stopped expecting me from other people and allowing people to show me who they are, because ain't nobody like me. The way that I am, that's the way that I am. Everybody's not going to react like me, think like me, move like me, and I get it. I get it, but it took me a while to get there. Stop expecting you from other people because you would do the right thing. That don't mean everybody around you gonna do the right thing. Because you want to do better, that don't mean everybody around you want to do better. Because you want more out of life, that don't mean everybody around you want more out of life. Because you're not ashamed of what you've been through, that don't mean everybody else around you not ashamed of what they've been through. Because you've been through something and you don't look like what you've been through, and other people around you trying to act as if life is so perfect, like life ain't kicked they butt a time or two. They act like they ain't made no mistakes, act like they ain't been somebody's fool, act like they ain't played the fool, they act like they ain't mistreated nobody, because people try to put on this persona as if they are so, oh, I'm gold, I'm untouchable, I'm so perfect, I'm so high and mighty. Baby, let me tell you something about this world we live in. In the older people voice, keep living, because the longer you live, it's gonna be something that's gonna bring you to your knees, have you questioning everything, have you asking yourself, all this time I acted that way. And sometimes, you know who will get you together like no other? God. That moment, God has to intervene, because he's continued to send signs and send people, send storms and everything, and you still don't get it. And he has to humble you. Like, that's one of the hardest pills to swallow, when God has to humble you. Because some people just not humble enough. Some people, they want you to be like, oh, look, God. And they always act like nothing never bad never happens to them. We don't live in that type of world. The hardest lesson sometimes is life lessons. The hardest love to accept is tough love. When you walk around here and you expect somebody to love you like you would love them or how you've loved people in the past, you're going to always set yourself up for disappointment. You got to go in there looking and thinking like, you know what? A person going to do what they going to do. You got to give a person enough space and time and energy to show you who they are. And a person sometimes been no showed you. And see, somebody said, what if they show us something and it's fake? That's when you got to get your grown woman on, grown man on, get your discerning spirit on. You got to be able to look at somebody after going through certain things in life. You're not going to be able to tell me, I'm going to speak as a woman, going through hell and hot water from a man, allowing a man to lie to you, cheat on you, tear you down, mistreat you, fumble you. Ain't no way you're going to get up and continue to allow a man to do the same thing over and over and over unless you ain't learned the lesson from that situation. Because ain't no man finna continue to let a woman run over him, mistreat him, use him, take him for everything he got, tear him down, leave him for dead, and not just learn from that. The way that we are as adults, it's so much stuff that don't happen has brought you to this point. Has brought you to this point in your life. If you don't trust people, I can guarantee you, if we came on the panel and we talked about why you don't trust people, why don't you trust people? And you will have a story to tell. The reason why I don't trust people because they did A, B, and C to me. The reason why I don't trust people because the ones that were supposed to love me left me. And when you are an adult and you trying to figure out why you move the way you move, look back over your trials and tribulations, and you will find the reason why you are the way you are. There are a lot of women single right now because of what a man did to them. A man fumbled them. A man lied to them. A man used them. A man cheated on them. A man looked over them. A man just came in, did what he had to do, and was gone. A lot of women are bitter, broken, tore down, guarded, everything. Not because life, because of what a man has done. And there are some men are just as broken. It's a man that want to be a good man, but the last time he was a good man, the woman or the women that he dealt with in his past took him on a boat ride. See, we can't just think that it's only men that dog women. Women dog men as well. But that's not a discussion don't nobody want to talk about because they want to push that to the side and assume that the only people that be hurt is a woman. No, baby. That's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. We got to stop walking around here trying to act as if it's just us as women. No. Because just like a woman be hurt, a woman a lie, a man a lie too. Men get broken and they go to acting some type of way as well. They'll go to saying, you know what? Why am I the way that I am? And if you sat down and talk to a man, I'm talking about a grown man. I'm talking about a grown man. If you sat and you talk to some of these grown men and ask them why they the way that they are, a lot of them tell you because of past situations. Because of past situations, certain things that don't happen to them in their past. Y'all walk around here and think that, oh, it's only the women that be lied to. No, baby. It ain't only the women that be lied to. Women lie to these men all the time. But see, we don't want to talk about that because we feel like that ain't so. Men, all the men is do is cheat. All men do is cheat. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to change these things on these goals. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta quit sitting around here thinking that it ain't real out here in these streets. It's real out here in these streets. And it ain't just the women that's being dogged and played. But see, the problem is some of y'all y'all depend on a man or a woman to make y'all happy. If you can't make you happy, what you think? How you think a man gonna make you happy? A man is human just like anybody else. They human just like anybody else. Oh, y'all don't know what I done got up here. But what I'm saying is, not all men cheat. Not all men cheat. Not all women cheat. But there are some. That's why I'm saying we can't sit around and assume that the only people that's out here being hurt, the only people that's out here being hurt is women. No, men be hurt. And that's why I said if you sit down and you talk to certain men and ask them, why are you the way you are? Why you run through women? Why you lie to women? Why you mistreat women? And you know what? Some of them will say too. Some men gonna say, because y'all women, a lot of women, not every woman, like to be lied to. Some men sit down and watch a woman run down a man that ain't no good, that ain't got nothing, can't offer nothing, ain't bought nothing, and she know he ain't bought nothing, but because he is potential, because he look good on the outside, because that talk game sound good. Some men sit and they watch women fall all down over. They watch women be running behind the same man. You'll have a no good man having 2 and 3, 4, 5 different women out in the streets about to lose their mind about him. You find men like that. That I'm talking about. You have men that are sincere. You got men that are real. But when you have been through certain things in life, you tend to become a different. Thank you. Thank you. You tend to become a different version of yourself, not the version that you really want to become because you've been hurt. Because today's topic is that dependent love. Some people depend on other people to make them smile. Some people depend on, oh, I'm not going to take a trip unless I got a man. I'm not going to buy a house unless I got a man. I'm not going to move over here unless I got a man. I can't do this unless I got a man. You have to learn how to do certain things by yourself with a man or without a man, with a woman, without a woman. You can't just think that being in a relationship, that's it of all it. See, this is the problem. When some women get in a relationship and that relationship go left and it don't match up to what they want, then they go to asking themselves, telling themselves it can't be no good men out here. Because first of all, you ain't took your time and got to know who that man is. You rushed right in and I'm in love. What are you in love with? You in love with the thought of a man being a man. What are you in love with? He ain't showed you nothing. All he did was brought you a few chicken wings. He came to your house and y'all watched a few movies. He picked up a few times and now you in love? Now you in love all of a sudden? You got to really ask yourself, what is it that I fell in love with? And some people, listen, people think if they get in a relationship, it's going to be perfect. People think when they get into marriages, welcome in. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. People think that just because they get in a relationship, it's going to automatically change everything. How you get in a relationship, you meet somebody new and your expectations is one thing, but you can't even reciprocate what you're asking for. Let's talk about that. You want things that you can't even reciprocate. You want that man to be your piece, but you're not his piece. You want that man to build you up, but you can't build you up. You won't even build him up. You want that man to respect you, but you don't even got no respect for him. He came in talking good, but you didn't. You did not, thank you for getting your day to heart me. You did not take your time and really, really, really get to know him. When you sit down and you look at yourself as a grown up, listen to me, you will get a better picture of who you are and why you became that person. If you sit down and really look over your life and see where you came from or what, thank you. You see why you became that person. You will really have the answers because you will say, I became that person because of how somebody treated me. Have you ever wanted something and it was just on the other side of the glass? And the only way you can get there, you felt like you had to go through somebody else. But when you went to that person because you said, you know what, I want this position, I want that job, I want this, but you allow somebody else to tell you you're not qualified. This job is only for certain people. Where you come from, a person like you can't have it. They'll take, and tear you down and have you questioning if you're qualified for something. But see, you got to know who you are and not allow nobody to dictate what they can give you, what you can have, and what you can't have. When you have enough of settling for less because you know you a good person and you deserve good things to happen to you, when you know that you deserve to be treated right, because a person only do what you allow them to do. But the moment you start loving you, the moment you start respecting you, the moment you stop talking about it and being about it, the moment you tell that naysayer, I don't have to believe what you say. This ain't all that God has for me. I don't have to believe that. I do not have to believe that this is all God got for me. I don't have to settle for this. Sometimes we'll look at somebody else and say what they got and what you want. And I'm gonna tell you something. Quit looking over at somebody else's situation and assuming. Quit looking at somebody else's situation and assuming that it's perfect over there. I don't understand how we can live in a world that's imperfect, but some people come off as perfect because of the way they carry themselves, and it seems like they don't go through nothing. And then the first thing a person say, you don't understand, you ain't never been there. Quit assuming that a person don't know. It's so hard to be real in this world because so many people are used to fake, phony, flaw. They used to somebody telling them what they want to hear versus what they need to hear. They don't want nobody telling them, okay, you tried it that way, so let me give you a little advice to help you. You tried it that way and it didn't work. You went over there and you acted a certain type of way. Now they looking at you a certain type of way. We got so many people that say one thing and they actions be something different. How do you say I'm tired of not being in a good place financially? Let's go here. See, everybody depends on something or somebody else. How you tired of not being in a financial good place, but you've done nothing to change the narrative about that? In order to be in a better financial position, you got to take accountability for what you don't do and the things that you lack. Some of y'all are good women and good men, but you lack certain things. You lack the fact you got to look beyond somebody's. hour. And some of y'all can't do that. Some of y'all look at somebody and be like, oh, they so pretty, I got to have him. He looks so good, I got to have him. But you don't know the characteristics of that person. Because when you get around people, the characteristics of that person, when you really get to know the characteristics of a person, you going to know how they act on good days, how they talk on bad days, how they react when they got something, how they react when they don't got something. And this is a big one right here. Pay attention to what I'm saying. You going to know the characteristics of a person when you get something that they don't got, or you get something that they want. You going to either learn that they are real or they was never meant to be in your life. Because people be jealous. People walk around here and be jealous. You can be winning in life. You can have the things that they want in life. But baby, you mean to tell me you call me your friend, but you can't clap for me? I got something before you and you can't be happy for me? You got to be mindful of those type of people, because then everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. But some of y'all love to throw that word around. That's my friend. Baby, your friend over there talking about you. Your friend over there got the green eye about you. Your friend over there jealous of what you got. And then some people can't make a person believe that person out there, that's my friend. That's not your friend, because a real friend gonna be with you till the wheels fall off. A real friend gonna clap for you when you down and when you doing good. A real friend gonna be there when everybody else don't clear it out. The real one's gonna be standing right there, standing in the paint, saying, I still got your back. I'm still here. Even though you might have changed or turned your back on them, some people it's some real people, genuine people in this world that will have your back, have you saying, you know what, this is a real person. And sometimes it don't be that person that you think your partner. You got to sometimes really, really look at your circle and quit depending on them to even celebrate you. Thank you. Everybody not going to celebrate you. Everybody not going to be happy for you. And they definitely don't want to see you doing better than them. Now, you want to know if a person is real, and I'm talking about this can be in a relationship, because it be men be jealous of women, and it be women jealous of men. I've seen men be so jealous, and y'all walk around in the house together. Some of them got the same last name, and they be jealous because people love you. They be jealous of the fighting you. They be jealous because you a good parent. They be jealous because they family even love you. So you got to be mindful, because everybody, even the ones you might be sleeping with the enemy in your own house. But you don't know that, because some people, y'all too dependent on, oh, this my friend from kindergarten. You better check your circle. This my friend from high school. You better check your circle. This my friend from college. You better check your circle. Because them same ones that say they got your back and you their friend, them be them same ones that'll walk you like a dog, or allow somebody else to walk you like a dog. Baby, when somebody's real in your life, when somebody is real in your life, you ain't even got to be present for them to defend you. You ain't even got to be around for them to say, wait a minute, hold on, what you not going to do? Baby, when a person brings something back to you, always ask them, well, if they said that about me, what did you say? If they said that about me, how did you defend me? Then the next question is, how they even get that comfortable to even bring my name up to you? How they get that comfortable to even bring my name up to you? Because if we friends, ain't nobody gonna be able to talk about you. Because if you want to know if a man is a grown man and he a real man, a grown man ain't gonna let nothing and nobody come between y'all, or even have somebody he won't even have you looking crazy in them streets. He will not have it to where you can't hold your head up when you walk on the scene, because he don't mess with a slew full of women. And a woman ain't gonna do the same thing if you want to be real about it. Y'all want to really talk about dependent love. See, y'all feel like I can depend on them because that's my dog. I can depend on them because I grew up with them. I can depend on them. I can trust them because they know my family. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. I don't know what make y'all think everybody gonna like you. Why you think everybody gonna like you? Everybody ain't gonna like you. And then it's some people like the version of you when you were down and out. Like, they love the fact that you need them and everybody else. But the moment you get on your feet, they show you a different side. And baby, that side has always been there. And if you really want to know how a person feel, fall out with a person. And this generation, the first thing they're going to do, they're going to bring it to social media. They're going to bring it to social media. I got some people I don't fell out with, but I would never bring it to social media because I'm not built like that. The things that we talk about, we don't went through. I don't care how mad I am. That don't mean I gotta reveal it. But you want to really know how a person feel about you. Let y'all fall out, and baby, they gonna say stuff that they been want to say, and you be like, "Dang, you been wanting to say that, dog. Like you really been wanting to say that. That's how you really feel." A person will show you who they are, even in relationships. When that man get mad at you, oh baby, he gonna tell you how pretty you not. How big your stomach is, how flat your backside is, how you can't cook, how you not good in the bed, and just like a woman. Soon as she get mad at some of these men that ain't grew up, she ain't mature, she gonna tell you, oh, you ain't got no money like all the men I know. You ain't no grown man. You can't put down in the bed. You don't even work, you don't hustle hard. Like, that's just how people are when they're not mature enough to even be in your presence. You also want to know how a person feel, let them go broke and they don't got no money. When a person don't got no money, they act a certain type of way, they talk a certain type of way. You got to see them for who they are. Because you need to tell them, baby, I want you to be real with me when you got money or when you don't got money. You should always want to be around people that can be real no matter what. You want a person that's going to be real. Like, listen, I log on to social media and I don't know if I'm going to get somebody to support me, share the screen, not tap the screen. I don't even know if I'm going to get anybody to come on my lives to watch me. But I have to show up as if they showing up for me. I don't put that much faith or dependency on people. They going to either show up or they not going to show up. But you got to be, I'm confident within myself and I'm still me. I'm not like a lot of other live hosts. I'm still me. I show up and some days they send me a gift. Some days I get out 53 cents. But that don't mean I'm not going to show up and I'm going to be a different version of myself because I'm a real person. And I've been through things in life and I've learned, I know this about people. Everybody not going to like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody not going to support me. But those that support me and rock with me the long way, oh, baby, I appreciate it. Because you got to have some real people on your team. I got people that ain't never met me in person. And when I tell you they got my back on these social media platforms, they be getting me together. They teaching me the ropes, telling me do this. I wrote my book, started my classes. They tell me you got to do it like this because people going to do this. And if you don't change this part, and I don't got to give them nothing. And they don't even know me. But see, that's how you decipher who's real and who's not real. Just because y'all look at a man and y'all assume he got it all together because, oh, he dressed good, he talk good, he drive a nice car. You don't know that man. You got to really, really get to know that man. Because you should not still be around here as an adult being called out your name. You still shouldn't be sitting around here. I'm making I'm doing my husband's lunch and I'm making homemade mashed potatoes with some, I did some grilled chicken in the air fryer yesterday, had some leftover and green beans. But right now I'm doing my husband's lunch. You got to really see a person for who they are. Because I'm serious. You deal with a man, y'all good, calm, collect. Y'all go to a store and the cashier is rude. If that man come out of pocket, you better believe if you ever made him mad, he'll come out of pocket. If that man got into it with his mama and disrespected his mama, you better believe he gonna disrespect you. If that man disrespect his baby mama, you better believe he's gonna disrespect you. I don't know why people try to look past certain things. The first time you allow somebody to talk to you any kind of way, they're gonna continue because you've allowed it. The first time you allow somebody to take advantage of who you are, thank you. You gonna know it because they're gonna continue to do it. People only do what you allow them to do. When you find a woman, seriously, thank you. When you find a woman that would disrespect her own mother, what make you think she won't disrespect you when you make her mad? Let's talk about it. Like, I'm so serious. What make you think, thank you, that she won't disrespect? We talking because see, women want to say, oh, it's the men. No, baby. If you as a woman get so mad and angry and you disrespect your own mama, you better believe she ain't got no respect for nobody else. And some people try to look past certain things. When you come across somebody, thank you. All right, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm so sorry. No pun intended. When you come across some people that show their natural behind, you better believe if they got into it with you, they gonna show their natural behind. When you grow up from talking a certain type of way, you don't let everything take you there to take you out of character. There is certain times in your life that you need to come out of character, but not every time somebody make you mad, you got to show out. You got to show them, oh, you gonna respect me. Ain't nobody gonna treat me like that. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Sometimes you got to eat a little humble pie. You got to see if you got some thick skin. Because everything don't require a reaction. Y'all think that people don't talk about me? Right before we started, somebody was calling me the N-word. Now, I could have put all my energy into them and not focus on everybody else. But why? Because calling me that does not take nothing from me. And you got to get in your mind that, okay, they was rude, they was disrespectful, but I'm not going to let them steal my joy. I'm not going to let them steal my shine. I'm not going to make me cuss them out and have to go to God about it. Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all be blocking y'all own blessings because of the stuff you say out your mouth. Some of y'all bring storms in y'all life and you be trying to figure out why it's raining in my life because of the way you acted or the way what you accepted in life. Y'all put y'all faith in other people. Y'all allow them to say, you know what? You got a big stomach. I'm gonna say that because a lot of men look at women with children that have a stomach, and some men they will look at them and that's why your stomach big. I like me a woman with a flat stomach and a big behind. They'll make you feel some type of way about your outer appearance. See, over the years, I fell in love with me. This is why I can get on live with no makeup on. Like, I'm 46. I'll be 47 next month, Lord's willing. I had to learn, I had to fall back in love with me because I've been there. They called me ugly. They called, oh, you dark, or I ain't what society says I should be. Thank you. Like, it's a lot that goes into this living in this world. But you got to sometimes take it for what it is and learn that, you know what? Just because you don't like what you see, that don't mean somebody else wouldn't like what they see. Just because you calling me that don't mean I'm that. Baby, it ain't what they call you. It is what what is it? How you say it? It ain't what they call you. It's what you answer to. It ain't what they call you. It's what you answer to. When they say you're not going to be, you say, I am going to be. When they say you're not enough, say I am enough. Say you're going to always be like that. You tell them, I'm not going to always be like this. When they say, oh, you so angry, you tell them, I'm not angry, I'm just passionate. When you don't believe in you and you allow them to make you feel less than, when you water your crown, when you dim your light so somebody else can shine, and while they getting their shine on, you don't dim your light. Don't you ever put yourself in a position where you got to dim your light to make somebody else look good, somebody else feel good. Don't ever dim your light because it seems like, oh, they shine bright and it's better over there. Don't never tilt your crown so the next woman can feel like she better than you. You got to stand 10 toes down, flat-footed, and let them know God created me. Some people don't get that. And it's not just women. Men are like that. Right now, Father's Day coming up. And then some men, baby, don't deserve to be defined as a father. We get it. We got some men that won't deal with a woman because she has children. I'm so glad that not every man in this entire universe feel like that. Because, for one, I got children. And the man I'm married to, we don't have no kids together. Now, what if every man felt the same way like every man in this world? There are some great stepdads in this world. Great. You understand me? So when you sit around a bunch of people that think like that, ain't no man gonna want you. And quit letting somebody tell you a man ain't gonna want you because you got kids. That's a lie from the pits of hell. That's a lie. Quit walking around here allowing somebody to tell you, and I can say all this because I've had that done to me. I've had men tell me I was not enough. I had men tell me they dealt with women that had their stuff together. They look better than me. They more educated than me. They got more money than me. And you know what? I'm so glad they know somebody like that because I wasn't for them anyways. I wasn't for them anyway. You understand me? Just because you not their cup of tea don't mean you not somebody's cup of tea. Just because they're not strong enough, bold enough to carry you, pick you up, lead and guide you, that don't mean somebody else can't. And this is what I'm talking about. Some of y'all be depending on too many people to say, I got your back. Baby, you better have your own back. Because being in a relationship don't mean that relationship happy. Being married don't mean that marriage is happy. Having a baby don't mean y'all supposed to be together because y'all got children. And see, that's the problem. Everybody want to keep up with what society says. Society says this is how it should be. Society says this is how it's going to be. Society says me as a woman of color, I got to be angry, bitter, broken. I got to be on welfare, food stamps. I got to live in the hood. Society says those things. Society says men of color don't take care of their children. And I know if I know some, I know some of y'all know some. That's not the truth. But see, society only portrays that part, or they only talk about those men. Because it's a slew foot of them that are great fathers. Baby, they'll put their foot in their chest. They might not even be with their kids' mamas, but they won't let the children disrespect them, and they won't let nobody else disrespect them. There are some men that actually do what they're supposed to, how they're supposed to, and they love right. Some of these men love hard. Y'all be around here talking about, oh, all these men do is lie. Women lie just as much, but he lied to you because you allowed him to lie to you. You believed everything he said. Some of y'all say, oh, they always want two or three women. No, because nobody has ever made them held them accountable. And when they dealing with two or three women, the two or three women always feel like one, oh, I'm better, he gonna choose me. Or they settle for that. You ain't gotta deal with no man that's right here with two or three different women. And not all men want that. There are some men that want their wife. Some people don't get it. They talk that talk. And people be wanting the thought. Some women want the thought of a man. Some men want the thought of a woman. When you talk to a man and you ask a man, what is it that you love about me? And that man says, I love the way you love me. You need to exit stage left. Because they don't care nothing about you. They only care for what you're doing, what you're giving, what you're bringing to the situation. But if you don't communicate your wants and your needs, some people assume this is what you're going to tolerate. This is what you stand for. This is what you about. When you play that role as that side chick, you playing that role because that's what you want to do. Nobody's making you be the side chick. And some women don't mind being the side chick. As long as they can get that man money, time, and they put him in the bed. They don't care if a man don't build with them. They don't care if that man don't grow old with them. They don't care if that man, something happened, he can't make no decisions or their name's not on the obituary. Long as they can say, I dealt with that man, they feel like that's the flex. But you about to get blocked. There are some men that perceive a woman to be one thing and that woman ain't about nothing. But we will be disappointed because we made bad decisions. We'll be disappointed because we feel like, why did I choose that person? Why did I allow that to go on? You allowed that to go on because that's what you allowed. Welcome in. You allowed it to go on, but you never told yourself, I deserve better. And you don't even move like you deserve better. You walk like you timid. You in a relationship, but like you timid in a relationship. You got to be bold. Because the second that person you in a relationship with think they can pull one over on you, they gonna pull it over you. The moment they think that they can lie to you and come back, they're gonna continue to do it. The first time a person call you out your name and you don't act like it don't bother you, they're gonna think that that's how they can handle you. Because you ain't communicated your wants or your needs. You ain't made it, you ain't make it plain on listen. Only thing I'm gonna tolerate is respect. If you're not respecting me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. And you got to go in a situation knowing that you're a grown woman. You got to go in there knowing that, you know what? I'm a grown woman and these are my expectations. And do not settle for potential. Don't change up when you get in there. Don't see red flags in the beginning and you say, you know what? It's a red flag, but I can look over it. Because some red flags be the definition of how it sets the table, the mood on how it's going to be. Nobody's perfect because there are some red flags you can address real quick. You can say, listen, that's a red flag to me. That's a red flag to me. And you can sit down with another adult, but you can't do certain things unless you talking or dealing with an adult. Y'all be expecting adult traits from little boys or little, like y'all young, just men. You want a grown man, but you see the traits. Y'all be wanting the traits of a grown man. Y'all be wanting the smell of a grown man, but he's not a grown man. All because he pays the bill and put down in the bedroom. You be wanting a grown man, but you will tolerate little boy, bare minimum type of situations. And then you get mad when you getting the bare minimum. Baby, you showed bare minimum, so they gave you bare minimum. You ain't come to this table confident. You ain't come and he know, okay, wait a minute, hold on. This is a grown woman. I can't run that game on her. But you got to come in a situation telling yourself, wait a minute, hold on. What I'm not going to do, what I'm not going to tolerate, what I'm not going to let slide. And you can't, some things is not for you to sit back and see how it's going to play out. Call it out. You don't want that man calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning to get a little bit. Let that be known. Now don't start something and then feel like, oh, you disrespected me. Baby, we started this in the beginning. I wasn't disrespecting you then. Baby, you got to set the table. You got to set the tone of your expectations. Don't let nobody start texting you WYD, but expect him to have a whole full-blown conversation, because too many WYDs gonna lead to just text. Grown people have full-blown conversations. You want a man to open car doors, let it be known. Listen, my G, I'm the type of woman, I like car doors open for me. As a man, I don't say too much when it comes to certain things, because most men let it be known. Listen here, baby. I like a woman that's gonna cook, gonna clean, gonna cater to her man. I like a woman that's gonna pay attention to her man. I like a woman that's gonna love on her children. I like a woman that's gonna be real. I like a woman that's gonna embrace who she is and ain't trying to be out here pretending to be somebody else, hiding behind makeup, body done, hair weaves, fingernails, none of that. I want to see your beauty. Mm. Some of y'all don't want to see, y'all can't even see how beautiful you are. And then when you come into the presence of a grown man, I'm talking about a grown man that done been there, done that, heard it all, did it all, put them women's down through there, but he mess around and grow up. And you might be a simple type of woman. You might not have long weave. You might be rocking your natural hair. You might not have a lot of makeup on. You might have just eye makeup on and no foundation. You might not have a small waist, big butt, thick thighs, flat stomach. You might be large up here, small up here. You might not be what social media says. And there are some men that like you just like that. Some women, you might come across a man that does not value material things. Not because he don't got no money, because some things are not as important as other things. Like buying you a Birkin bag or a Goyard bag, it might be important to you so you can show out and say, oh, my man bought me a Goyard bag, but you might be dealing with a man that want to take you on a trip. He want to take that money that he can spend on that Goyard bag, and y'all go get a villa somewhere on another island looking at the water so blue. He might be into doing those type of things. He might not be into what society says is what's in, because so many women see these men buying these women bags. They assume that every man across the nation gonna be buying bags. In a moment that you get one that's not interested in buying bags, it be a question mark on him. If I asked 20 women right now, what is it they want from a man? In relationship, single, married, however. I can guarantee you, if I ask 20 what is it that they want from a man? They'll go down the list. Oh, I want somebody that's sincere. I want somebody faithful. I want somebody that gonna stay home at night. I want somebody that come home at night. I want somebody that's not gonna lie to me. I want somebody that's not gonna try to get over on me. I want somebody that's not gonna use me. I want somebody that's gonna love on me, love my kids. I want somebody coming in with a job. I want that. Like, I can go down the list on the things that a woman would say on what she thinks that the ideal man is. But What I want a lot of women to do, I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you in a relationship? Like, who are you? Because, see, if we gonna quote scripture, we got to live that thing right, because the man's supposed to be the head. And some of y'all around here letting a man that ain't even qualified to be the head be the head. Let's talk about it. Some of these men ain't even qualified to lead you nowhere, because a man's supposed to be leading. Some of these men can't lead you nowhere, but because he got money and can do good in the bed, you allow him to become the head of your house, and everybody is like, wait a minute, hold on. Some women, they don't even know how to be soft, because all they've ever known is to be strong. There are some women that only value a man if he can pay 100% of the bills, and a look past a man that can bring something to the table. Okay. But they'll walk around here and they'll spew out a list of things they want from a man. Half of them can't even reciprocate the things that they want. You want a man that come home at night, make sure you giving him something to come home to. And I'm not talking about in the bedroom. And I'm not talking about the way you look. Nope. Give that man something to come home to. But see, you got to know who you dealing with before you can even become that woman. You got to know who you are way before you allow somebody to say that that's my man, or that my man. Because is he your man, your man, your man? Do he make you feel good without touching you? Does his presence give you chills and you be like, ooh, when you walk by him? Can you stomach him not being able to pay 100% of the bills and still respect him as a man? Can you as a man respect a woman if she can't bear children? Or does that take away from her being a woman? See, y'all don't want to have these real conversations. But as an adult, whatever your name is, voluptuous woman, as an adult, you don't be careful. You need to be asking these questions. You need to be asking yourself these questions, and as well as asking the person that you decide to sit down with and settle down with. Because there are too many people that's jumping in relationships and being disappointed 6 months in, 8 months in, a year in. See, there are too many women that walk on eggshells and don't ask the right questions. Why? Because they're too afraid to get the right answer. Because if they don't answer correctly, then they go to saying, oh, he ain't no grown man. No, baby, he's a grown man. You just couldn't stomach what that grown man was saying. When that grown man said, you know what? What you not going to do is talk to me like I'm a child. Because a man gonna ask what he wanna ask. It be some of us women that be so timid and scared because we feel like we gonna push them away. But see, you got to be asking questions like, what if I lost my job? What if I lost my job? What happens if I can't help you pay the bills for a little while? You understand? Like, you got to see what type of man. Are you dealing with a grown man that, you know what? I may have everything, but baby, you coming in my life, we can change some things. When I was specific with God, I specifically said, I want a man that got everything, but don't mind changing what he got. Because you don't want to be dealing with nobody that's stuck in their ways and can't change nothing about themselves because they so stuck in their ways. This how it's always been done. I always lived here. I always attended that church. I always went to that school. I always ate here. You got to have somebody that want to grow with you. Because ain't no way you should be dealing with nobody that's stagnant. Why would you want somebody that ain't growing? Why would you deal with somebody that ain't open? Why would you deal with somebody that only think one way? Because, baby, my life, it ain't one size fit all. I don't think that every man is bad. I don't think every woman is good. I don't care nothing about her cooking and cleaning and throwing it in a circle. I feel like it takes more in a relationship than the basic bare minimum. Cooking and cleaning is something that we do as women anyway. What's up? It ain't something that we change up because we got a man, baby. When that man meet you, he coming in a situation you already who you are, and you ain't scared to say that. Thank you, Vet. You got to be bold. Quit being the type of woman that I'm so kept. I can't. Who? Because we thank you, Genevieve. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Men respect you more when you're honest and you're open. Not every man want to control a woman because they know you got your own mind. A lot of men want you to have your own mind because if he brings something to the situation, you bring something to the situation. Do you know what y'all can do if y'all got together and did it together? You know what that'll look like? Instead of being against each other. It ain't a man don't always want you to let him decide everything. You know how he be like, what you want to eat, babe? I don't know. Because you be like, I want you to decide. You better tell that man you want some wings all flat with a drink on the side and make sure they get you some ketchup and some dipping sauce. That part. But you're not going to get, you right here thinking you not saying what's on your mind. It's going to change the narrative. It's going to help the situation out. That part. But you'll never know what you got until you go through something. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's the truth. You ain't gonna know if you dealing with a grown man or a little boy or just a man. You're never gonna know if you're dealing with a grown woman or a young girl or just a woman until you go through something. Because see, you got to see if they gonna rock and roll with you. You got to see if all that good stuff they were saying in the beginning gonna still stand if something was to happen. Because stuff happens all the time. Life happens all the time. And if you in a situation with a man and he ain't never gave you nothing to respect, he's never gave you nothing that you say, you know what? I'm gonna be in my soft girl era soon. If you've never felt safe and he's never given you a reason to be safe, Houston, it's a problem. If you a man and you don't feel safe with your old lady, and I'm not talking about safe like harming you safe, I'm talking about that's your safe place. I can vent, I can complain, I can even shed a tear, and she ain't gonna never make me feel less than a man. That part, you're gonna either stand or fold. But you will never really know who that person is if you don't ask the right questions. But see, a lot of people, they want to stand off and stand in the corner and allow somebody to dictate everything. And then when you get tired, you want to explode. Baby, you should have said that 3 lives ago. You should have addressed that 3 broken hearts ago. You should have addressed that 3 promises ago. Broken promises ago. Because when you meet them, they always try to build themselves up and make it sound good and look good. As soon as things get rocky, some of them want to jump ship. And you can't be so quick to judge a book by its cover. And some people try to do that. Now, my book, 3 years too long, judge it by its cover. Because that's what I said. Some people look at people and assume that's what I want. They got everything I need. You looking at them and you ain't even had the time to really get to know them. And that goes for friendships as well. You can sit around and say, that's my friend. And the first time the table get the wobbly, that friend will jump off and join another bandwagon that'll go against you. And you be left saying, nah, I thought that was my friend. Welcome in. But see, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. And then this right here what gets me. Y'all want to know something about a man that tickles him pink? Tickles his fancy. A man could be being real with you, telling you the truth. Y'all would rather sit on the phone with somebody in prison that's going to feed you nothing but lies and tell you they're going to buy you a zoo and fly you to the moon and back before you believe somebody standing in front of you right now. Some men do actually tell the truth. But they feel like women only want to be lied to. Y'all, that women only they love when a man telling them they sweet nothings. Because they don't seem to being done. Men, it's grown men out here don't been looked over for a man that's clean. Oh no, I'm dealing with that man. He got 20 years. Do whatever you want to. But what my point of saying that is, a lot of men feel like women only want to be lied to. They don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. They want somebody to agree and say, yep, you the baddest thing. Listen, I know with my husband, there was women before me. Prettier, finer, badder. Just, there were women before me. But baby, they're not me. The version of my husband that I'm getting right now, them women didn't get that version. And the version, and before my husband, there were men. And the version that those men got before him, he's not getting. Because I'm a different person. You're a different person. But some people just don't get it. You got to know who you are when you even trying to step up in any situation. You got to be confident. Some of y'all not confident. Some of y'all not confident. Some of y'all talk that talk, but you don't walk that walk. You don't walk that walk. You know why? Because it shows. And at a certain point in time in your life, you got to stop hiding behind lies. You got to be able to accept for who you are. You got to say, you know what? I put up with that. We've all put up with some things. Stop lying to yourself that you ain't never put up with that. You know how some people jump on a bandwagon of, like they'll say, y'all women need to stop choosing bad men. How about men stop choosing the bad women? They'll say, you have baby mama, you struggling. Well, you got to stop choosing them baby daddies that ain't about nothing. How about the men stop putting babies in women when they know they're not about nothing and choosing not about nothing women? I'm just saying. But they'll sit around and they'll say that like it's so cliche. Like, I don't know, me personally, I don't know now woman that lay down and had a baby from a man and said to themselves, I'm going to have a baby from this man and he ain't going to help me. He ain't going to be in his life. He ain't going to provide nothing. I can't get him to buy nothing to spend. Don't no woman lay down and do that. Don't no woman lay down and do that. So when they say stop choosing back, who do that? And then you got some women that feel like, oh, he chose her because this. Oh, I bet you she'd do that. How about he chose her and not you because he chose her because it was the right fit for him. Not because she's prettier than you. Not because she's better than you. Not because she could. But what he was looking for at the time he was looking, she fit that criteria. But people do not want to hear that kind of talking because, see, we live in a world that every man is bad, only men cheat, only men lie, only men break hearts, only men are deadbeat daddies, only men that can take from a woman, only men fumble women. But we never or we rarely hear that women lie, women cheat, women fumble good men, women are deadbeat parents, women choose men over their children, women walk away from their children, women, it's women like that, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We act like men don't cry. Grown men cry tears. Grown men pick wrong too, all the time. It ain't just us women making bad choices. Men make bad choices as well. And not every man is a liar. Not every woman is a liar. But see, when you grow up, I'm talking about when you grow up mentally, baby. When you grow up mentally, you go to looking at things a whole lot different. Instead of that man having Jordans every pair, it's so sexy to you to have a man that got work boots by the door. It's sexy to you that your man get up and go to work and not hustling in the streets. It's sexy to you when a man know how to talk to you correctly or go back and apologize. It becomes sexy to you that you find a man that want to stay home, want to spend time. But some of y'all don't know that it's men like that because y'all think, oh, child, he dressed so nice because he got J's on. Baby, where my older women at? Baby, we had our share of them dressing in J's. Baby, right now, we want some stability. And stability is, to us, is the men that got them work boots by that door. Stability. You hear me, Vet? Vet know what I'm talking about. See, just like women, men want stability too. They don't want no woman in the streets and everybody's face got to be everywhere all the time. Men like them women that don't mind staying home, watch her a good movie, but don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing to fool about her now. Don't try to play in her face like she ain't that woman because she don't play that. These men know they got some women at home that baby had to come out of bag. They'll come out of bag. Don't get it twisted like you a pushover. Oh, if I don't be hanging out, they gonna think I'm weak. If I let him be a man, and tell me how that go, y'all. I'm on here talking to y'all, but when I tell y'all I am tired, I don't got sunburned. I got sunburned. Y'all, I've been out there in that sun. I went walking, came from walking, and got out there and was sprinkling that stuff around. When I tell y'all don't know it, but I'm telling y'all, I am tired. Like, and once I lay down in the bed, I'm gonna go to sleep. But I showed up anyways. But if I didn't say that, y'all wouldn't know I'm talking to y'all, but I'm tired. And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I wonder, can they notice that my eyes look tired? I am tired. But I showed up anyways, y'all. I showed up anyways. Because I got that sun, this Florida sun don't play, y'all. That Florida sun, that Florida sun that's out there, do not play. That Florida sun kicked my butt today, y'all. But it had to be done. I'm going to post a video of what I was doing, and y'all going to see what I'm talking about. When I post a video, y'all going to be like, okay, I see what she was saying. Because I was out there in the yard, y'all. I was scrubbing the front door with some bleach. I was spraying. And y'all, this is a big old yard. I did the front half. I told my husband he going to have to do the back half. Because, y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. But I showed up. I went walking today. Had a great conversation, but I am tired. I'm tired, but I showed up today. But listen. Right after I walked, instead of me coming in resting, I said, no, I'm going to keep pushing while I'm still energized. But baby, Monique, girl, I am down bad tired. After I walked 4 miles today, y'all. I walked 4.5 miles. Woo! Somebody say I'm kind of cute. Kind of cute, baby. I am cute. Ain't no kind of in it. What do you mean? Kind of cute. But listen, thank you to everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that came on my page, supported your girl. Make sure y'all supporting me. Make sure you are following me. If you're not subscribed to your girl on YouTube at Pretty Brown, you're welcome. Make sure y'all following me because I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'll be more energized, but I still showed up. I go live in the mornings on TikTok, and I go live in the afternoons. But make sure y'all following me on. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram is Charnetta Pray Hunter. On Instagram, I'm on YouTube. It's at Pretty Brown 43. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not liked, please like. If you have not grabbed up your daily heart meat, grab it up. If you have not, listen. If you like, I love you too. If you like how I rock and I roll, like you like the way I get down, come back for some more tomorrow. Make sure y'all following your girl. You understand me? We gonna get ready to pray. Cause once I cook this little bit of stuff I'm making, your girl getting in the bed, y'all. I'm so tired. Woo, baby. I'm glad we on summer break. But I'm tired. But let's get ready to pray. In the mornings, I go at, hold on, y'all. In the mornings, I go by 8:30. In the afternoons, I go by 3:30. Today, I got on here a little later because, y'all, I had to fix one of my eyelashes. But y'all see, because your girl did her own lashes, and I was supposed to record that. I was supposed to record doing my lashes, y'all. Dang it. But it's okay. But your girl did her lashes. Y'all see that? I did. I did my lashes. So that's why I came on a little late, because I had malfunctioning lashes. But anyways, let's get ready to pray. I come on live in the mornings between 8:30, and in the afternoons by 3:30. So make sure you are following your girl. Subscribe. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins, Lord Jesus. I come to you humble. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Lord, I'm asking you to open every door that needs to be opened and close every door that needs to be closed. Lord, anything not sent by you, I cancel it. I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits. Lord, if anybody's sick on my life, I'm asking that you heal them from the inside out, because you said by your stripes we are healed. Lord, if anybody weak on my life, I'm asking you to give them strength, because you said if we're weak, you're strong. Lord, make them the head and not the tail. Make them the lenders and not the borrower. Make them the first and not the last. Lord, until we meet again, Lord, close the mouths of the enemy. Close the ears of the prince of the air. We're not wondering what you're going to do. Lord, do not allow this message to return unto you void, and do not allow it to fall on deaf ears. We're not wondering what you're going to do. We thank you in advance for what you're about to do. Y'all, when I tell y'all girl is tired. But listen, hey Tish, until tomorrow, I love y'all. And it ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Oh, if you in Holy Again Academy, don't forget we got a meeting tomorrow. I'll be sending that link out. And y'all bear with me. Y'all know we be having some malfunctions, but we get it. We get it. We get it going. We got a meeting tomorrow, 7. See y'all there.